Love, peace, and light and gratitude. Okay, this is the continuation of calculated battlegrounds. Okay, so as I was saying, um, some karmic, karmic people or entities um, have various different degrees of danger to them. You have your run of the mill karmic who's just mean spirited. You might think of them as mean girls. Actually, you could probably think of all of them as mean girls because they're jealous of everybody, they're mad at everybody, and they want everything everybody got, like a 5-year old. They don't have any couth or cool about themselves. Usually, they don't have any maturity, they fake maturity. They are narcissistic. Now, what I find, I don't know if anybody else finds this, but leave your feedback in the comment section. But I find that narcissists are on, they're like, they don't have the ability to be mature. So the karmic, the leader, I should say the lead karmic that I had dealings with, she kind of ran everybody. So the first tell sign of a possible, like a glamour spell or a group spell of some sort, is when everybody speaks of that person, like in third party, like so and so said, so and so thinks, so and so feels, or what? Y'all grown folk. How do you feel? How do you think? What do you like? What? So that's what I got a lot of, and I found that odd. But then meeting these people, it was like they were too um, inviting and too, like, you met me 2.3 seconds. You don't even know me. You don't know what I do. You don't know how I roll. Already, you want me to bring my things. Oh, bring your things. And you can leave them at my place. And nobody's going to be there. They could, so you can just leave them there. And I'm thinking, why the hell do you want my things at your place? Because keep in mind, every karmic must think that people have never met karmics. You know what I'm saying? They must, somehow, they don't understand that if they like your energy and they want to eat you up or suck you up or whatever these people do, or exchange your destiny for their destiny because they fucked up their life, they act like they're the first karmic you've ever met, and so you're just dumb, deaf, dumb, and crazy, and you're just gonna go for it. So right away, when people are too inviting for me and they are too accommodating for me, and they just want to make me feel like you don't know me from a can of paint, but yet and still I can watch you with someone who you said you've been friends with for 20, 30 years act like a jackass in front of someone you just met. Like, number one, I'm thinking, number one, I can't do business with you because I can't trust you around my family and friends. So that it's just never going to happen because I just saw you go off on a so-called friend. Do you not understand that I roll with bosses? You are not going to talk to one of them like that. They would have your head and eat you, like, for real, for real. Like, these people seem to think like they have something cornered, and they think that they're tricking everybody. But I guess we should understand that in their world, they get people strung out or looped up off of magic, and they feed them shit like, I don't know what they feed people, like feces and urine and all this bullshit in their food, and get your mind and your wires all crossed up. I am so glad I have the granny I had. My granny did not play. She made sure her granddaughters were aware of the world and what the world had to offer in the hidden realms. I'm so glad for that. That has saved my butt a bunch of times, more times than I care to mention on this video. It would take too long. Okay? So that set off my first spidey senses, right? I was like, that was probably within the first 24 to 48 hours. I was like, am I being too much? Maybe I'm being too much. Okay, maybe there's a way to work with these people without getting involved with these people. Then you start laying demands on me. I'm a grown ass woman. You don't tell me what the fuck to do. I'm a Leo. We don't roll like that. We do our own thing. Don't tell me whenever I call you, answer the phone. Bitch, you have lost your mind. I'm looking like, just keep your tongue, hold your tongue, keep your peace, and see how it plays out. See if we dipping or if we staying. So it rolls on, and I'm thinking, I just ain't playing with this. And then you get this energy of all these other men that come in, so you start to see the real energy. So it's like, listen, I'm not innocent. So I've seen a lot of things. I've just never participated in certain things because I find it to be something that I do not want to do because I understand how my energy works. Why the hell? This is the thing. Just like people say, why would you put a tattoo on a Bentley? Why would you put common energy in a royal vessel? Like, why would you do that? I don't understand why people roll with people like this. If you can look at somebody and tell they ain't even got their own life together, but they're trying to tell you what to do with your life, but you're holding down a job and you're doing what you need to do for you and yours. What the hell can they tell you? And people seem to think because people act a certain thing that they should trust them and they should roll with them. No, if you use certain words for me, certain words set me the flip off. When you say things like, I'm going to make you a carbon copy of me. Bitch, the copy that I see before me is fabulous. And it don't need no upgrading to look or act like you. Because quite frankly, I don't like the way you look and you act. Now, if I want to learn how to look like a hoe and act like a hoe, maybe then I'll need to call you. But as I see it right here and right now, no thank you. I'll pass on that. Now, many people get offended when you tell them it's offensive for you to tell someone you want to make them a carbon copy of you. I don't know you from a can of paint, baby. I don't know that I would want to act or be like you. And not to boot, I have met some pretty, boss people. People that are running things and taking names. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't even want to be a carbon copy of them. I want to be me and make money for me the way I make money because I don't snake people. I don't look to thieve from people and I don't look to trick people. So I don't look to play games with people in any form. I can't afford that fucking karma. Do you understand me? So I don't do the things that would garnish or cause karma to come to me. So then I just had to say, look, this ain't going to work for me. And then you're judging people that I bring into the system. And then meanwhile, you trying to snake my friends and you think they ain't going to call it out and tell me, okay, this was a conversation. I find that to be uncomfortable. How do you find that? I said, you know what? We're pulling the plug on everything. Fuck these folks. I'm clearing. I'm getting out of this situation with these people. I'm going to clear and we'll go back to the drawing board and we'll look for something else. Because remember, I said I'm looking for a legacy builder for me and my family. I wasn't looking just for me. I'm looking to build a legacy with my family. So When I come up, we all come up. It wasn't a thing where that it was just going to be about me. And the idea was that the way we take care of each other is I come in and I put them under me, and that's how it works. Well, if you already trying to steal the people that I bring into a situation, that lets me know you're a thief. A thief has no honor. So that means you're probably a scam artist, which means I can't swear for my people that they're safe. I can't swear for my family and friends that they're safe. And then I started researching, digging up old people, digging up folks that can tell me about these people, right? People telling me, you dealing with who? You better get out of that shit, because let me just tell you, this is what happened to my friends, or this is what happened to my family members. Whoop de woo woo. Like, you don't want to be there. Which makes sense, because whenever you come into a business and there are no background checks, that leaves the door wide open for criminals to run a flippin' muck. Okay? So for scam artists, oh, it's a heaven for scam artists. So then I said, you know what? I better let my people know, people that check the checks of the checkers, I better let them know what's going on and what I'm experiencing. I better check my credit, better run checks on my credit, but then I better put some kind of fail safety on my number just to make sure. Because these motherfuckers, like people like this that do this, they're brazen and they're bold, and they seek to hurt and harm people. So you got to let off the red flags to protect yourself. So when I tell you, I called and I said, you know what, this isn't going to work for me. So I'm getting out of this situation. So this was I wasn't even a month into this situation, right? And I'm saying, this isn't going to work for me. I want no parts. I'm good. I just want to know, like, who do I need to call? Who do I need to let know that I'm not going to be dealing with y'all? Well, do you mind telling me what happened, or what? I said, first off, in my I find your character to be, how did I word it? I find your character to be tricky. And I kept it at that because I said, you know what? Let's not go all overboard. Let's just say enough. I said, I find your character to be tricky, and that's not going to work for me, because I'm just not doing it. But anywho, so I said, so do I need to call the head person and let him know, or what do I need to do to cancel all this and to pull out of this? Because let me tell you, they couldn't explain to me how to do the insurance. They couldn't explain anything about the insurance. So all these things and these facts that you didn't know how the business worked led me to believe this business must not be a business. Y'all must be just fraudulent individuals who are trying to get at people's personal information and do only God knows what with it. So after that, they were like, well, just go through and finalize your um, I guess you have to go through and you have to talk to people on a recording to say, yeah, you want to be in the business and start your insurance. Well, I went off when it got there. I was like, I want no more dealings with y'all. I don't want to do business with y'all. Don't call me. Don't write me. Don't, for nothing. I want no affiliation with any of y'all. Like, this is what I said. Now, then, how about it wasn't? So I'm thinking everything's good, everything's done. And I'm like, okay, so when are they going to let me know how I deactivate my account? And the last business I had with her, I had to call her because two of the people that I was going to bring in the business, she took their information and ran their information. So now these people are looking at me like, thank God they were co-workers, but it wasn't. I knew them, but didn't know them that well. But still, they were co-workers. So I had to go in the situation and say, hey, you need to pull this person's information off of there. And then I expressed to the person, look, this is what I did. I pulled my banking information. I went to my bank, told my bank what was going on, told my bank my concerns about the situation that was going on, and told them I needed to pull my banking information because I think I've gotten myself involved in a business that maybe other parts of the business are legit, but the part or the fraction that I'm dealing with, I don't find them to be legit. I think they're a bunch of scammers. So my bank said, okay, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to fix it. Whoopty woo woo woo. Handled it and it was done. So then I called the person that I was dealing with and I said, listen, I have shut down that account. Please don't use that account for any reason. Do not push anything with that account information through the system. That account is dead and no longer active. So I'm sure you understand for a hoe that ain't got no job, excuse me, for a person that doesn't have a job, that's scamming, I'm sure you can see how this would be concerning to them. Okay? So, of course, she got angry. I'm positive she got angry. All kinds of weird stuff started happening. I started getting, what do you call it? Gang stalked. They tried to gaslight me as though, oh, I don't understand why you don't want to hang out with us and do whoopsie woo woo. I don't do the weird shit that you do. I don't invite me anywhere. Stop. Like, these people investigated and found every social media I was on. That leads me to believe if I'm using several different names on several different social medias, and you found every last social media that I have attached to me, the fuck you doing? You made me your job to find me and be like, hey, with the person that I originally came into the situation with their best friend, to make it seem like, oh, see, it's all good. No, I don't know you mofos from a can of paint. Please stop aggravating me. Leave me alone. I don't even like you. I knew you for 2.3 seconds. And now you're getting all single white female-ish on me. What is wrong with you? You're a black girl. Why are you doing this? You should know in our culture we don't take too kindly to this kind of thing. And it might get you hurt. Like, I'm not saying I'm about that life, but I know how to protect my own. You understand? So I was like, okay, this is not cool. So I talked to my family about it, let my family know I'm a little bit concerned because this is what's going on in my life. These people are doing this, this, and this. I don't know these people. I don't know what they're capable of. I only found out these people through this person. I gave them all the names so they could be aware of anyone contacting them, trying to play some schemy, scammy shit. So I was like, okay, oh my gosh, what am I about to, what do I need to do to protect myself and my family? These people went and tried to find every person in my life they could possibly find. So that's when I started getting real serious about the names, their locations, where they're from, their backgrounds, all these things. And I talked to a friend who works in law enforcement. And they said, this is the thing. You have to get concrete proof. So how does one get concrete proof? I'm not going to hang out with these people. These people are potentially dangerous, and I don't know how dangerous because I really don't know these people. If these people are already exhibiting drug addiction, I don't know what they would or would not do. You understand what I'm saying? And if they got these people knowingly or unknowingly following them, I don't know what that's about. This is not within my will realm. So I need to learn how to protect myself from this kind of thing because the damage has already been done. So I finished doing what the authorities told me to do with the situation and everything. And in situations like this, of course, you have to allow the authorities to do their thing. You have to make certain documents available to them, certain affidavits and things of that nature. So if anything should happen, they already have it locked up. It's in the bag. So if anything happens to you, you already know everybody you need to find that needs to go to jail, so to speak. Okay. So I cannot tell you how uncomfortable and angry I was. I cannot tell you because I was honest and I was open with these people because I thought one person had the same belief system that I had. I am a Hebrew Israelite, so I met the gentleman supposedly in that community, but it looks like to me it was all a ruse, you know, like maybe he was just lying. I don't know. I don't know what his deal was, but I cut him loose and all those people that I met through him. So when I'm telling you, what I am telling you is be careful. People in these streets aren't who they seem to be or appear to be. So what I find is that for all we know, they could be following us. You understand what I'm saying? On Facebook, getting all our information on all these social media outlets, getting all our information and racking these things up because this is what scammers do. They pull your information from the major spots where they can pull them from, and then they wreak havoc on your life. I'm telling you what I know to be true. This is not, you got to be careful, man. You got to be careful. And they're working in a seemingly reputable business. But if that business doesn't care enough about the participants to protect the participants' information, then they don't deserve or need to be in business. So that's my other issue. So listen, people come at you after they see your birth chart and they know what they don't have, and they're trying to assure their positions, and a lot of them don't want to work. They just want to scheme and scam people. So they do this shit professionally. They scheme and scam people out of their hard-earned money. You think they care that you have children? Then they try to threaten you that they'll hurt your children or they'll hurt people in your life. They don't care. If you think for 1 minute they got a heart, these bastards don't have a heart. They scheme people for money and they will hurt your babies. They will hurt your children if they could. They will hurt you if they could. They don't care. Be wise. Act accordingly. Learn how to move in a room full of vultures and sharks and not get scathed. We got to treat these people just like the criminals they are. Never trust them. Because everybody that smiles at you is not your friend. Everybody that hugs you and says, I miss you or I love you, they don't mean that ish. This woman, this female used to tell me, we miss you so much. How you miss me? You met me for 2.3 seconds. There is no way you miss me. You don't even know me. You trying to get to know me so you can wreak havoc in my life, but I can see that. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money. Well, it's not just about the money. Well, maybe for you, it's not about the money. I'm trying to make a living. Yes, I want to help people, but I am not here to make all friends like that. I'm just not. I got more than enough friends than I need in my life. And I like to meet my people through people that I have known for years. That way I know that this person has spent time with this person. This person is tried and true. I will never, ever, never, ever, ever again meet someone that I don't really know. I mean, know like I know your family. I know your mama. I know your daddy them. I know all your kinfolk and people. You understand what I'm saying? Never again will I do it. It will take a lot of time because these people could have really hurt me had I not paid attention. You understand? I just think about the people that maybe don't necessarily understand that these people are dangerous. You understand what I'm saying? Or it's very dangerous out here in these streets. You can have physical protection, but not have spiritual protection, and it's still like having no protection. So have your spiritual protection, and yeah, have that physical protection too. Keep you one in the chamber. You hear me? And keep it on you at all times, because you never know how these folks be moving. You understand? But yeah, so that's my story time on how to be very careful. I'm not dealing with that person anymore, as I said. I'm not interested in dealing with that person. I'm not interested in dealing with that group. Oh, and they did reach out to me, I think a few months ago, when I was like, are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? Not even a few months ago, maybe a few weeks ago. And I'm thinking, are you dumb or stupid? Which one? Because it's a hell no for me. Like, what? Do people really think people are that retarded? Or are people that foolish that they think you just out here forgiving people? Like, I really don't understand where people's heads are at, or if they even have one. But I guess soulless people don't really have a mind. If you sell your soul, does your mind go with it? I don't know. But anywho, that's my time in the second part of the video to Calculated Battlegrounds. I hope you can get something from it, and hopefully, by the way, the 7 people that have joined my channel must be akin to those people. It might be those people, for all I know. But if it is, hey, how y'all doing? Yeah, whatever. But please believe and understand, because there's 7 people on the channel that